those of you who do not know, Kranti is the coordinator for the Sanjeewan Centenary Challenge event, and she has a Guinness Book of World Records in running in a 9 yards sari in France, in a marathon in France. That's in the Guinness Book of World. Berlin, okay.
Berlin.
And she is great. She has been taking this passion to very high heights in India. Lot of corporates, lot of companies have approached her to become their brand ambassador, and she has been helping many people to raise a lot of fund. If those guys, lucky guys, they walk away with several lakhs of rupees, she is trying to give something to Sanjeewan. So let's all support Kranti. Kranti is doing good. I'm going to first play the video which we have just released today. So do I have your permission to start the meeting with the video?
Please,
Ask
please.
others. Is they okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
please,
Go ahead,
please,
go ahead.
please.
She's done a good job.
Sure.
Good job. Good job. Are you able to see this?
Hello friends.
Yep.
Sanjeewan
Yes, yes.
Challenge is really taking off now. I'm Kranti, the convener, coordinator of this event, and I'm so excited to share the breaking news.
Voice is echoing.
Lucky draw prizes will be given to those who have registered for the participation of this event of running, walking, swimming, or cycling. And what's more, the lucky draws will be taken out every week during our Sanjeewanite's common room chat session on the next 10 Sundays. So if you have already registered, you're eligible to win a prize. And what's the prize? Each winner is rupees 1,000. The money will be credited directly to your bank account if you are the winner. And we'll be doing that every week because we have already got sponsorship by 4 generous past students of our school. There will be 2 prizes given away every Sunday, and in next 10 Sundays, we will give away 20 lucky draw prizes of rupees 1,000 each. And I'm very happy and excited to tell you that the guest speaker of the common room chat will take out the lucky draw every week, and one of the participants in this group session will be taking out the second lucky draw every week. So friends, do attend all the exciting sessions during the next 10 weeks, and I hope you have already registered, and if you haven't, please go register now. Don't wait anymore. Register now so that you will be eligible for all the 10 lucky draws in the next 10 common room meetings. So just go ahead and sign up now. And yes, please share this with all other Sanjeewanite friends, and also about the great gesture of our generous past students sponsoring for lucky draws. We are surely going to have a huge response and fun in the coming days. And the 4 Sanjeewanite friends who have sponsored for this entire prize money. But today I'm not going to tell you their names. We'll do that sometime later. So see you then. Register now.
Hi.
That was Deepak's script, you know. He had made it for me.
Kashe, how's it? The video is good?
Very good.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Very good,
More
very good.
registrations.
The volume.
Friends,
Yes.
we have to cross 200. Otherwise, it's going to make cash loss to Sanjeewan. And that is something not allowed. All of us are in business and working in corporates. We cannot stand this kind of a stupid situation. So please help everybody to register. Tell them if you have a problem. If you want to borrow money, borrow from me. ऐसा भी बोल दो किसी को. कोई 211 रुपया देने का जो ये कर रहा है, संकोच कर रहा है, तो उसको बोलो मेरे से पैसा ले ले, 10 दिन के बाद वापस दे दे. I don't know why people are not registering. It is something beyond me. Anyway, chalo. So today I'm very delighted that a great man.
Good evening, sir.
I'm going to start with the meeting now. Sanjeev Kale. When I say great, he doesn't say, he says no. Because every great man thinks that he is very humble. Einstein was also similar. And his biodata speaks for himself. And I wanted actually to get in touch with him since about 2 years, maybe. I had heard his name. but somehow there was no occasion to contact him. And this occasion came because we are having Sanjeewan common room meetings. So thanks to that idea which was born in my mind, the God seeded it in my head. And I feel it is working out well because see, diverse friends in diverse cities like you, me, Nandu, Kamal, Sanjeev, कौन कौन कहाँ है, अलका किधर है, मोहन किधर है, सब लोग यहाँ वहां से इकट्ठे बैठे हैं, टाइम पास कर रहे हैं संडे को और दूसरा कोई काम धंधा करना भी नहीं है एक्चुअली. सो वी आर डूइंग द बेस्ट थिंग that is possible in our lives. We will remember this for another 20 years easily. So I have now received the consent from Sanjeev that he will tell us about his life story. Before that, I'll tell earlier a little bit about what I heard about him or what I know about him from him also. And just in case you may not be aware, he is the grandson of our most honorable defense minister and great leader Yashwantrao Chavan. Most of you know that. And I just asked him, what are your nice memories about Yashwantrao? Because I have a tremendous respect for Yashwantrao Chavan and the whole Maharashtra. You know, he was known almost like an Iron Man, like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. And he did a lot of good things for the country and also for Maharashtra. And his personality was something great. A very simple man. I've seen his house in Karad when I had been there. And everybody, all people in Satara, Karad, Kolhapur, they have love for Yashwantrao in their hearts. And so he told me that he used to go and live in Delhi with him, and how he is the grandson, is the brother's daughter's son. And so he used to stay with Yashwantrao ji in his house in Delhi, and he used to read books. Yashwantrao ji used to give him books from his own library. He had a big library, and used to tell him to study, read, take out notes, and then tell him what he got, what he picked up from the book. So now I understand how a great man like Sanjeev is born, because there is Yashwantrao behind him. He had a mentor in Yashwantrao. That is the secret of your success. I got it. Okay. So with this, without wasting any more time, I would like to invite Sanjeev. I will simply clarify a few things. If this meeting gets over before, abruptly it will finish, but we will restart with a new link and everybody will rejoin using the same link, and we will continue the meeting as if nothing has happened. Later on, I will be combining the two videos, suitably editing it, and then putting it on YouTube so that it will remain for posterity, for records. 20 साल के बाद संजीव का grandson भी देखेगा शायद, hopefully. So Sanjeev, it's all yours. There is no interview kind of a thing. You take over, you speak 15, 20, half an hour, 1 hour. It's all up to you. And question answers after the session. Sharing the screen, I will enable. Please.
Yeah, thank you for the introduction, and it is your introduction is a little more flattering than I really thought it would be. But yeah, definitely, I would like to talk about my Sanjeewan years. I was there between 71 to 77. That is, I was in 6th to 11th, right? So I studied there. And I think those were probably, for any person, right? They're probably the most impressionable and most formative years of our lives, right? And some of the things stay with you forever. And I think for one, have got some very vivid memories about my days in school. And I've got nothing but good to say about Sanjeewan. Absolutely, those were the best years of my life for sure. And I do mean it. And I think there are a couple of things that I've learned quite a few life lessons along the way as well. Uh, life lessons, say it, takeaways that you learn, and those were the formative years, right? So it kind of does make a lot of impressions on your life. So one of the first things that I would like to start off with is the friends that I made in Sanjeewan. I think they are probably friendships for lifelong. And I would like to specify 5 of my friends that I just want to put them in a spot, uh, because they were a big influence in my life. And I think the first one is Dilip Datwani. Dilip was basically one of my friends who kind of uh, made me understand the fact of standing up for yourself. And I think kids in my class would know that scenario. If not, we can take this offline because it's probably not the right forum to talk about that. But he was the one who kind of made sure that standing up for your oneself was very important in life. And I think Dilip was the one who kind of instilled those kind of things in me. And I think the Dilip was one. I think uh, I would like to say Raju Kalyani, Basaraj Kalyani. I'll just say that a friend in need is friend indeed. I just leave it at that. A very good friend, a lifelong friend. The other person I would like to talk about is Umesh Trivedi. I don't know. Umesh is basically whenever I was in school as well, he would always kind of poke me, saying that do the right thing, Sanjeev. Don't always kind of poke me in that direction. That was Umesh. I think the fourth person is Abhijat Thakkar. Abhijat Thakkar, he was a good influence in the sense he was the one who introduced me to reading. He kind of gave us books and said that these are the books that you should read and things like that. So I think that was, and reading has been a part of my uh, whole life kind of a thing. I've always been a big reader. So that's one thing. And I think the last person I would like to mention is Deepak Saraf. We can Marathi में त्याला जगमित्र म्हणतो ना आपण. He's like a jagamitra. Very nice guy. Very pure person. Very pure person at his heart. Very nice person. And of course, then after coming to US, we have a great group here in US. Alka, Madhuri, Rajan, Abhijat. We get together every other year. Maybe given a chance, we'd love to get together every year. But we get together. We have a lot of fun. We go out on hikes and things like that. We do a lot of things together. So that's one thing. One of the biggest takeaways is the friends that I made in school, lifelong friends. Even if we may not have connected for the 40 years in between, but when we connected, that connection was always there. So we never lost any of that connection. So that's one thing I would like to say. And then the second thing I would like to talk about is coping up, and I can talk about this within using some example, like coping up with distraught moments. I'm not using the word failures, or I'm not using distress moment. I'm saying distraught moments, right? Because failures is too strong a word, but coping up with small issues that come in your life was one of the first things I learned in Sanjeewan. I can give you an example, and this is a good example. I used to be the B team captain for football, right? I used to be a B team captain, and so after B team, I graduated to the A team, and our coach of the A team was Gulbinder Singh, and I so I started going to the practice, and he never let me on the field. He said, "Stay, stay on the stay on the bench. You're not going on." And I was the captain of the B team. Coming to A team, I thought uh, it was an automatic place for me to get into the team. He did not let me get into for 2 weeks. He kept me on the bench, and by the second week, I said, "You know what? If he's not going to let me play, I'm not going to go for the practice anyway." So I was playing table tennis during the games practice. Ashok sir walked in and he said, "What are you doing? Why are you not going to the practice?" I said, "Gulbinder Singh will not let me in." He said, "Nothing is guaranteed in life. You have to fight for your place in life." And he said, "You have to go and make your presence felt." I said, "Okay, I'll do that." So I went back to the soccer field. Gulbinder Singh did not let me into the field for another next 2 weeks. For 4 weeks, he made sure that I kind of sat on the bench and did not play. And then he took me into the team, and then I did play for the A team eventually. But that was a life lesson, right? You're saying that you have nothing Nothing is given to you on the platter. You have to fight for everything. So that's one takeaway. And I think the reason I'm saying all this is a very vivid memories about all those things in my life, right? Very good life lesson. Very good life lesson. Nothing is handed to you on platter for sure. So that's one thing. The second thing I'd like to say about is continuous learning, right? That is one thing. Or so, and this is I'm a little embarrassed to say this, but in ninth grade, I mean, ninth, yes, I think Shashita teacher came into our class, English class, and a sudden spell test. She gave 4 words to spell, and I got all the 4 wrong. And I'll tell you the example. I could spell parliament and I could spell government, and I was embarrassed. And Shashita teacher took me aside and said, "You don't have to be embarrassed. So here's the punishment that I got. I got a punishment of reading 5 letters from a dictionary and understanding the meaning of that every day for a year. And I'm telling you, probably that was one of the best uh, uh, punishment that I've ever received, because I still today, I mean, of course, over a period of time, it didn't happen, but as soon as we have smartphones and everything, I have a dictionary app that pops up a word every day, and I keep on trying to understand and use those words as much as I can. So, so these are some of the things that has definitely helped me in my life. And the other thing I would just say, the general organization skills in India in school, right? I don't know. I'm just kind of if you don't put your things away, things had a tendency of disappearing in school. You know what I mean? And so I'm very, you can call it OCD, but I have a habit of putting my things away where they belong. And my wife doesn't like it, but that's the way I am. And so that's one thing that is kind of basically organization skills in the sense, keeping your things and organizing your thoughts as well, right? So they're two different things, and it kind of helps you a lot. So these, and then the other aspects to along with that is the importance of a discipline and routine in life, right? So that is something that kind of definitely has. I would attribute these life lessons uh, absolutely attribute to my days in Sanjeewan. Uh, yeah, that's all I have. Is basically I just wanted to just highlight this some of the life lessons that uh, are, I wouldn't say life lessons, takeaways. I would say that I had in my school years. Had a I have got very vivid memories. Uh, I can tell you every small bit I can remember of Sanjeewan. Absolutely, no questions about that. That's all I had. I'll just wrap it up with that. Any questions? Anything?
Sanjeev, hi. Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
nice what you told us about the life in Sanjeevan and what Sanjeevan taught you and the friends and those names of the friends. They really are very well known friends. All of us know them very well. We really told us something nice. We would like to know more from you about your journey after passing from Sanjeevan, how you happened to come to US, how you happened to settle there, what is your current passion, current job, current contribution. These things also we will be interested in knowing, if you don't mind.
Yeah. I got a very lucky break when I joined JK Synthetics in passing out of doing my MBA. I got out of and joined JK Synthetics as management trainee there, and I was posted in New Delhi, where they had. I was working in the secretariat office of an executive director. and he had a computer sitting there in his office. Nobody was using it. It was a computer sitting there with a plastic cover on it. And I just thought, hey, I don't know what that was. And this was in Delhi. I was working in Delhi back then. And so I just took the initiative, started working on computers. So our office was on the 12th floor, and on the 3rd floor there was a institute that taught programming languages, right? So I said, hey, let's take this programming language and see if I can start using the the computer over there. And then started using the computer, started creating some small reports here and there, automating some of his mailing lists and things like that. And slowly kind of got into this whole kind of thing. And then I said, hey, I want to get into computers. Can you help me get a transfer to? I asked my boss saying, can you transfer me to the EDP department? IT was back then called as Electronic Data Processing Centers. Oh, he said, sure. The manager of that is my brother. I said, oh, how good that is this gets, right? So he transferred me to Kota, Rajasthan, to the EDP department, and that's how I started. So basically, this all happened during 84, 85, and I don't know if you guys remember this, but that was a time that was Rajiv Gandhi's first reign as prime minister, and that's when he opened up the whole country for computers, if you remember that, right? So I was at the right place at the right time, and then kind of worked on there. I worked I quit JK Synthetics, came to Pune. I worked for Zenith Computers, Aptech. Aptech was basically an institute where I taught programming languages. Then I worked for Bharat Forge for 3 years, and then after that, I think in 94, I started coming to US for the first time, and 96 I moved here with my family in 96. I have been in 96, so I moved to Orlando in 98, and I've been in Orlando since 98. And I've worked with Oracle, Deloitte, Accentures, IBMs of the world. So basically, I'm a technology guy. My technology is very specific to Oracle and supply chain management. It has taken me all over the world. I've traveled a lot. My weekly schedules is I travel on Mondays and come back home on Thursday nights or Friday mornings, depending upon where I'm traveling. So it's been an interesting life. Traveled a lot, very good experiences. I can write a book on my travel experiences for sure.
Please do that.
Should do that. Should do that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's in fact, I've slept through an emergency landing, if you can believe that.
Oh,
I've slept through the emergency landing. It's a very funny thing. But yeah, I've
the best way to handle the situation.
I know. I didn't sleep. I probably passed out, I guess. So yeah, so that was and I'll tell you one. So did travel for a few years. Got tired of the traveling bug, and I took a job locally again. Right, I took a job locally just to kind of hey, I'm tired of this whole traveling business. So, but when you take a local, so if you compare to a traveling job versus a local job, right, the local job pays you less. So I took about 10-15% pay cut, right? So after a month, I kind of asked my wife Aditi, saying, "Hey, what do you think about me taking a pay cut? And what do you think about me staying home all the time?" She said, "You know what? I see more of you and less of the money." So hit the road. So yeah, I did that for 3 years, and then this bug caught up again. But I've not traveled. I've not traveled for last 2 years. I've been I'm just working from home, and
Sanjeev
no
loves
regrets.
to travel to Puerto Rico.
Yes.
The chicas.
The chicas and the chicas are beautiful chicas there. So
Yeah.
Clearly, your wife is nowhere around you right now.
oh,
Oh, there comes
she
Abhijat.
is. Oh,
He hears
Abhijat, you
Puerto
know that.
Rico and Abhijat's video automatically opens out.
Well, I was quiet, so I didn't want people to distract from Sanjeev. But Sanjeev,
Yeah.
just, I mean, while I'm kind of right here, talking of traveling, I mean, of course, you do a lot of exotic traveling now, but I remember the time, I think this was either Diwali holidays, I think, when you had come down to Hyderabad and we had spent some time there. We used, at that time, there was this India West Indies series that was going on, and we used to sit out on the veranda. And then from
Yep.
there, we'd gone to Delhi.
Yes. Yes. This was after 10th. This was after 10th.
This was after, okay, I don't remember the timeline, but yes, it was, and then I'd come over and stayed with you in the, I think then Finance Minister, Yashwant was.
Yeah, he was finance minister back then.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, Abhijat, me and so I went to Abhijat's house. We stayed at Abhijat's house in Hyderabad, Secunderabad for 3 weeks, and then from there, me and Abhijat we traveled to New Delhi, and we had some great times there. Abhijat used to hang out with us. That was a great fun time.
Nice. Thank you so much, Sanjeev. Really, it's been a great time.
Deepak, am I there?
Any questions? More questions? Usha, you want to ask?
There, Usha.
Hey Usha.
Hi, Sanjeev. I was in and out. Actually, I'm not familiar with all this, internet thing and all that. I'm very bad at it. I'm so sorry to say I don't even know how to start a laptop, computer. And my daughter is not in town.
You've done
So I
well
had a
so
little
far.
bit of a problem,
You're on. You made it work this time.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
It's working. We are seeing you. We are seeing you, and you're talking very clear. So that's good.
Sanjeev, what surprised me was that Aditi doesn't like you putting things where they belong.
My stuff. I don't touch her stuff.
But still, she doesn't like that. That is.
Oh,
Are you sure?
yeah. She.
Like you putting things away where
I
they
kind
belong?
of I don't like a messy thing lying around, and that's where things get little heady.
Aditi is here. Huh? She's in the meeting. So Aditi, I would like to request you to switch on your video.
No, I think that's
a
Aditi
different
Pradhan.
Aditi.
Hey Aditi,
That's
Aditi
Pradhan.
Aditi, come. That is even better. I've been trying to convince her कि तू ये म्हणून meeting मध्ये Aditi
Yeah.
video camera on कर. ही नाही, ही वेगळी Aditi आहे.
Oh,
Oh, he Aditi Pradhan.
Canada की Aditi. Okay.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Samar.
Okay. So Sanjeev's Aditi is not here. Okay.
No. Well, Sanjeev Aditi is not here. No.
Yeah. So, really beautiful. Anybody wants to ask any questions? Please. go
Aditi,
ahead.
you're saying something, but unmute yourself. Aditi,
Which Sanjeewan Aditi are you talking about? Because there's only one, and that's got to be me. I was there for 10 years.
Okay.
no, he's talking
there's
about Sanjeev's Aditi.
No, there's an.
Guest speaker's wife. Her name is also Aditi.
Yeah, right. Okay, I'm gonna. Right.
No, don't leave. Schedule yourself for next Sunday.
And I guess you should think about Aditi Pandit. Do you know about Aditi Pandit?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Aditi
Yeah.
Pandit. Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
been sending messages to Aditi to come on this Zoom meeting. Today, when I saw Aditi wanted to join, so I thought she has come. She's not so well. She gets a lot of trouble with health, and so she's been avoiding coming. But if you are better friends, Abhijat जरा Aditiला सांग तू पण ये म्हणून जरा गप्पा मारायला मित्रांबरोबर शाळेतल्या.
Oh, I used to work with Aditi Pandit. Aditi Pandit. She used to work in Bharat Forge as well, along with us. So I did work with her as well.
Yeah. तर तिला मीटिंग मध्ये यायला सांगा सगळे. Okay. आणि
I will
Kalpana is here. Kalpana, just switch on your camera. Say hi. I don't know who is this VVSWM. Vivswam. some. Please switch on. Everybody, please switch on your video cameras because now this is free for all discussion. Garpa. I don't think we are going to renew this meeting.
Yeah.
What were you doing in Hyderabad?
Do you want to renew the meeting? One question. Does everybody want to renew the meeting and talk for some more time?
I don't mind.
Okay, I will renew it. Let me go ahead and renew it. Those who have time, they can come and join. Nandu, you want to say something? Nandu Degre.
No, I just want to know what was Abhijit and Sanjeev doing in Secunderabad. They had some business in Secunderabad. I was in Secunderabad for 10 years.
That time my father he was in the airport, so he was posted in Secunderabad at that time.
Deepak.
Yeah. Tell me.
Hello.
Bolo.
Deepak.
Deepak
Hello.
Saraf also has come. Deepak Saraf is.
Mohan here.
We need to mute the audience. Only the speaker speaks.
Yeah. Kranti, would you like to say something, Kranti?
Yeah, first, the person who's there's some background noises there, na, in one video.
Yeah. Somebody is making background noise. That is the problem. Asha is here. Asha, please switch on your video camera if you can. Say hi to everybody.
It's okay, we done it.
Many of you may be knowing Asha was along with our batch 1967 times, 1967 times. Asha has been a very active supporter. She doesn't talk much, but she's been doing a lot to contact people, communicate with people, and motivate them to register for this engineer challenge. Or basically, what is needed is that you need to awaken the feelings of love for Sanjeewan in the hearts of all the Sanjeewanites. Then rest of the job is automatic. If you really feel love for the school, you will put your hand in your pocket and you will donate to the school. You will do something good for the school. It's necessary for us to remind everybody that the school has given us a lot. It's time for us to give something back to the school. So all of you, please do that. And Suhas is here. Suhas, please switch on your camera. Maybe we can speak to you for 2 minutes. Maybe you can talk to everybody. Suhas is an advisor for Sanjeewan, and Suhas has always been there in every meeting. Suhas, would you like to talk? Your camera, you have to switch on your audio.
I think this meeting is going to be ending very soon.
Yeah, I will restart. Those who want can come.
With 200, possibly we may not even break through.
Yeah.
I know. That is such a small number.
What are we talking about?
This is that centennial challenge where you're supposed to do activity and log into a particular app. And it's, I think, 911 rupees for a person living in India, $36 for us who are living outside.
And what do you have to do? Just register, is it?
Yeah, you have to register, and then I think you get more details. Like, I don't have any detail. I just registered last week, but
okay.
I think
and how do you register for this?
It is there is a website. I'll put it. I think we did put it actually just a day or two ago. I did put it on our class group also. When Deloitte had sent his registration picture, and I had put my registration picture, and I think somebody else. But anyway, there was information sent, but I can send it again. There is a website. Okay. You too can.
Okay, I'll have a look. Don't bother.
Baswaraj, please see my Facebook page. I have made a Facebook page for this. It's called Sanjeewan Centennial.
Honestly, I'm not on Facebook.
Okay, fine. Don't worry. We'll make you a member of the Sanjeewan.
I'm a social media shy person.
Okay. Can we make you a member of the volunteers? Volunteers.
Okay.
If that is for
anyway, I'll catch up. I'll find out what Alka has posted, and I'll have a look.
Yeah, I'll post it again. And it's a website.
I just had some comments. I think Sanjeev is the Satkar Murti, as we call it for today. Okay. I don't know why there are echoes.
Do you have two devices logged in? Because that's what happened last week.
Not me. I have only one device. Anyway,
Let me see.
Basically, I and Sanjeev, we have been together in Sanjeewan for almost like 7-8 years, Sanjeev.
Yeah.
I joined in 67, and then I think both of us left Sanjeewan in 1977. But we still have been in touch, since we left school. And we both, by the way, we come from Karad. So we know each other at family levels. Each other's parents knew each other, and we used to kind of meet in Karad. And I think always we went to Sanjeewan together. I remember I used to go to Sanjeev's because I used to enjoy the mutton which his mom cooked. So I used to have nice mutton at his place, and then we used to. And I never missed a day in Diwali where I didn't visit him, because his mom made excellent bhakar vadis. I still remember that.
I remember, yeah.
So these are some of the memories, and I think Aditi has picked it up quite well. She also makes it so well. But of course, great memories. I remember Sanjeev, avid reader. I used to always wonder, I never liked to read. So I used to wonder how this guy can keep on reading all the time. We used to be in that prep, and I used to be busy doing my math homework, and this guy used to be busy reading something. He used to have his homework book on the table, but on the lap he used to have something which he always kept reading. So I used to wonder, but I think his vocabulary, I'm sure, is outstanding, because he has been always reading. And that's what I remember. And always I wondered, how someone can read so much. And that is something I could never cultivate as a habit in myself. I only like to read things which are directly relevant to my work. So mostly technical reading. But this guy, he used to read almost anything and everything. It was really admirable. And a great friend, extremely good in sports. And always nice to have him around whenever there's an opportunity. So Sanjeev, wish you all the best. I think you didn't speak a lot about what all you did. I think there's definitely a lot that you have done in life which you didn't share with us today.
Right. Really nice, Raju, Basaraj, Dilip Dathwani. I called Dilip Dathwani. You are most welcome. I called Dilip Dathwani to come online because Sanjeev had taken your name. You are one of the most memorable, the best friends in Sanjeewan of Sanjeev Kale. So अभी तुम दोनों आपस में बात करो.
He'll be the common best friend in everybody's list.
Yeah. Dilip, Deepak, Saraf, and Umesh.
Yeah.
Umesh has also come online. Umesh has also come online. Umesh, please switch on your video. Are you with us? Are you hearing us?
Yes, I am able to hear you.
Yes, Umesh, for your information, Sanjeev was speaking to us some time back, and he told all of us that you have been one of his best friends and the most, impact-making personal friend for him during the school. So please talk to him. I realize you are here now.
He has deleted you from his list because you didn't join.
I had already joined from that time only. I could correct it. I'm very proud of him. I've stayed with him in Orlando, and he has made me enjoy so much. I feel my best trip of my life. I would like to repeat Orlando.
Same here.
I'm taking that personally, Umesh. That's because Umesh, you stayed with me for less than 24 hours. That's why I would also make it memorable. Huh?
In your common room, he'll say the same thing, Alka. Don't worry.
No, he didn't even come. I already presented in common room on Christmas Day, and he did not come. None of you came actually. I'm going to take that also personally.
Oh, that's
Abhijat was there.
Sorry about that. We need to have it once more now.
No. Now
Once
you guys
more.
have to go present. I've done my part.
Now, all of you who are located in US, are you planning to visit the school before July? it may be a good idea to just come down, take a flight, and meet Satyajit teacher and give your best wishes to the school.
Yeah.
And we are planning for 2 times for the Americans. We'll do it again in December.
Yeah. Okay, that is a good idea.
But Umesh, can the Americans come twice?
Yes.
Yes.
Go for it, Abhijit.
Abhijit, you can come all the time.
Well, good to know that.
Okay. Suhas. Suhas is silent.
Hey Dilip, how are you, Dilip? Good to see you, Dilip.
Thank you. Yeah. So long time, yeah.
Yeah, long time. Yeah.
In Nandu Dekne wanted to ask Sanjeev or someone.
Nandu Dekne was here. Is he here anymore? He's not.
Dilip, you have come for the first time. Now you will also have to tell me a Sunday on which you will be taking the guest speaker's role.
Yes.
You know what? I've lost touch with speaking nowadays. I rather remain quiet. It's better that way.
No, don't do that, Dilip.
Don't do that, Dilip. Don't do that.
You can make a 1 hour exception, okay, on a Sunday evening.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take
Of
that.
course, I've got all the time. That's
Yeah.
not the question, but
No, we
Suhas
need
wants
to
to
hear
say.
your side.
Suhas. Let's have Suhas on the screen.
Can you unmute Suhas?
Unmute yourself, Suhas.
Sorry, Mr. Kale. My cousin is there in Orlando. He is a doctor in Florida Hospital, gastro.
Oh, yeah.
Mangesh Shukla.
Yeah, I think you told me last time. I've written it down. Yeah, I'll probably find out about him.
He's a gastro doctor in Florida Hospital.
Oh, okay.
His father stays in Pune and in America.
Oh, okay.
Great.
My son was there, but he has moved to Europe now.
Oh, I see.
Good. Umesh, काय बोलायचंय तुला अजून? Umesh, you want to give any updates, any good news? Did you see the video which we have shown some time back? तुला copy बघितलीस का?
Hello. आता बरेचसे काम राहिलेत आता. I'm going this Thursday again back to the school to know better. Today, I think our trustee had been to the school and he has also planned to give his quite amount of money to the school again. I hope so. Then Vedita Manunti, I think this they gave all the digital things to the school, costing about 25 lakhs to the school.
Great.
Shivendra Rajesh's wife, that group.
Okay. Really nice. Please send this as a news on Sanjeewan group or Facebook or WhatsApp.
Yes.
Let the news reach people. Let the generosity reach the ears of those who are not so generous.
I think a lot of people are trying, but the timing is very less up to July. We have to do it faster.
Yeah, things have to be expedited and we will do that.
And now a lot of students are coming. We are getting good admissions and I think we are on the right path. I think.
Oh, that's very nice. One suggestion I have been trying in this area. Everybody can see you. We should contact a VIP or a celebrity whom we know, and we should request him to give only his best wishes. He should give a 1-minute video in which he says that I am aware that Sanjeewan Vidyalaya has completed its centenary. For 100 years, the school has been serving the society and producing excellent citizens. I wish all the best for Sanjeewan Vidyalaya for their next 100 years journey. इतना करके अमिताभ बच्चन से लेके सबको किसी को लेके you try to get a video and put it on the social media. It will circulate by itself.
Yeah, we have a celebrity, Lalit Raj Pandit. Lalit Raj Pandit is an ex-Sanjeewanite.
Yeah, but who will talk to him and convince him?
Madhubala Jain.
Madhubala ko
did
bolo.
I will also talk to him. I can talk to him.
मतलब ऐसा वीडियो बना के सर्कुलेट करो नेट पे, अच्छा रहेगा.
वो गाना भी बनाएगा, गाना और म्यूजिक करेगा वो.
हाँ हम लोग भी बना सकते हैं. See, I had given one idea. Nobody listened to me. On the 31st March or December, I wanted that there should be 100 or 200 videos which will pop up on the social media scene. Every Sanjeewanite should make a video of 1 minute saying that I am a proud student from Sanjeewan Vidyalaya. I passed in such and such a year. My school really helped me. And I wish all the best to my school. And if you want to send your children to my school, definitely go ahead and send. तो जो पहले नेगेटिव डैमेज जो हो गया है, it can be repaired by doing something like this.
Yeah, Shivaji wants to talk.
Yeah, Deepak, did you tell everybody that we share our centennial year with the Reader Digest?
Yes, yeah. Reader Digest is also completing 100 years. I don't know how we can keep the synergy. If anybody knows anything with Reader Digest, we can share the synergy and send an article for publishing.
I got the centennial year issue, which is a collector's item. I just got it.
Okay, great. So we should correspond with them and then ask them to publish some article about our school, so as we can get that done.
Okay, we'll try.
They should be feeling the same, you know. So I request every one of you, go ahead, make a 1 minute video. Only hold the camera steady, don't keep it shaking, and then circulate it only among your friends. I'm not saying that you should go all over the world posting it here and there, but if you post it to 20 people, those 20 people will further forward it to another 20 people. But do it. Do start with your own self and do it. Say that you are proud of your school and post it on social media. You can put it on Instagram, whatever it is. How's the idea?
It's good, yeah.
Nice.
Great. Now I want to give formal vote of thanks. Sanjeev, we thank you very much for agreeing to be the guest speaker today, and lot of color has come in this meeting because you were here, and everybody of your batch, your friend, your close friend, your best friend, you are blessed that so many of them are here. एक को फोन किया तो वो immediately आ गया, कहीं busy था बेचारा, मैंने उसको disturb किया. Dilip has come and joined the meeting. Thank you, Dilip, also. So Sanjeev, thank you.
I thank everybody for I thank everybody for making this happen. I think I'm really very happy to have everybody join this call, and thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sanjeev.
Thank you. Thanks. Thanks.
Kamal Datwani is also there, na, in the meeting.
Yes.
Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
Kamal is also here.
Yeah. So both Datwanis are there.
Yes.
Today's attendees are like, one of like big rock stars.
Yeah. And I think I see Kalpana also. Kalpana Benson, she's also there on the call.
Yes.
I'm there. Yeah. I'm out for dinner, but I just joined.
Thanks for joining.
Camera.
Yeah.
Sir, camera is not working. Some problems there. That's why.
I just switched it on. I'm outside. I'm not at home. That's why.
Okay, some of you may not be aware. I want to inform you, Mohan Hardikar, he's 83-year-old, our Sanjeewanite friend. He is here in the meeting today, and he had shared his own life story also on this forum sometime back without any hesitation. No nakhra, no bhav, nothing. He just told, and how sweet the school was in those days. They used to use bullock cart for pumping water from the well. So if you would like to hear his story, please go on my YouTube page, YouTube channel. I have posted his speech also on that channel.
It was really
Namaskar.
nice to hear a told time story of his. I think he was there when the school burned down also, I think so.
Yes. I'm a student of the school from 1948 to 1955.
Wow.
Today I am 84 years old. Maybe the senior most person from the school.
Definitely.
You have to come July.
मगाशी तुम्ही दीपक जी मगाशी तुम्ही अदिती पंडितचा उल्लेख केलात. मी संजीवन विद्यालयात गेलो होतो डिसेंबर मध्ये, तेव्हा मला नग भेटली होती. तिला मी अदिती बाबत विचारलं, पण तिने काही सांगितलं नाही. ती जर आता इथे असती तर मला बरं वाटलं असतं, कारण काय मी जेव्हा सोडले तेव्हा ती शी मे बी ऑफ 7 or 8 years.
Yes.
Oh. Yes.
Aditi was in the class of many of these guys here. She was a classmate.
Oh, she was senior to us. She was senior to
He was
us.
senior.
ओके
She was senior.
ते
Very, very.
अनघा आणि आदिती म्हणजे शरद नानांच्या मुली. सरलताई आणि शरद नानांच्या मुली अनघा आणि आदिती.
Yes, yes.
Aditi is married to Dr. Pradhan, who is a pathologist, and she travels between America and Pune. Punyat ते असतात.
Yeah. I think her son is in US. Her son is in US.
Right, right.
Yes.
हे
Mohan
कल्पनामुळे
has also
आपला कव्हर
registered.
एनव्हलप
हा बोल
कव्हर
बोल.
एनव्हलप कल्पनामुळे एस शेपचा झालेला आहे.
Oh, nice.
He has contributed on the cover envelope which will be released next month.
Yes.
तिच्यामुळे तो एस जो डिझाईन झाला बिकॉज ऑफ शी इज अ ग्रेट आर्टिस्ट.
I see.
Yes.
Oh, great. I see. Okay. And Mohan Andikar has registered for the Sanjeewan Centennial Challenge, which is also something nice, very enthusiastically. तर आता आपण सगळ्यांनी शाळेसाठी काहीतरी छान करूया. सगळे या फोरम मध्ये आले नाही आले तरी हरकत नाही. प्लीज कीप कमिंग. इफ यू कॅन कीप कमिंग, इट विल बी व्हेरी नाइस बिकॉज यू नो व्हॉट इज हॅपनिंग. अँड आय थिंक ॲट some time in life one has to go back to the old times, go back to the friends and become young in mind again. When we are talking on this forum, we don't remember our real age. So that's the advantage of coming on this forum. Please do keep coming often. If there is nothing else, we will close the meeting here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjeev.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye, Sanjeev.
दीपकला भूक लागली आहे.
Aditi, Balapad. Yes.
Bye.
चलो. Thank you, Deepak. Yeah.
See you all.
Okay, bye-bye.
Kamal, thank you
Nice
very
meeting
much.
you guys.
That special thing you have
Bye.
kept it a secret. वो बाद में सबको बताने वाले हैं.
अरे कोई नहीं बताना बेटर है.
बताना भी नहीं अच्छा है. हाँ, no, not necessary to tell us. You're right. Good, good. Okay. चलो. Bye bye. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Digambar, bye. Balkrishna,
Bye, sir.
Bye, everybody.
never switched on his camera. Bye bye. Balkrishna.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Mohanji.